and they've earned a little rest. Or heroic deaths.
Yeah, heroic.
I've got one in mind. Race car crash.
Oh, that's pretty heroic.
Yeah.
We're going to have to devote all our remaining playtime towards it.
Towards inventing the motor vehicle.
That's a sacrifice I'm prepared to make.
Let's do it. Everyone in.
Heroic. Deaths.
Oh. And I am literally everyone else in the world, which means I have died 1,000 deaths at least at this point.
I feel nothing anymore.
Hi.
Can they not see us, or is this just elf haughtiness?
No, they're not. Look, I've met some haughty elves in my time, but they're not this level.
You met some horny elves in your time?
Haughty.
Oh, okay.
Corazon.
Go talk to them, Merylwen.
Talk to them in your elvish tongue.
Yeah. I try. I like kind of say
Philithron,
in Elven, like hi. No, don't say that. Hi.
Whoa! They can hear us.
Whoa! Hello.
Is that the noise they make when they're horny?
No.
It's one of them. Okay. Liliana, this is normally the point at which you would start raising, but we try and leave it to the 30-minute mark, and we try and do things sort of peacefully.
We're very diplomatic.
Very diplomatic.
She puts out the burning torch. Right. Okay. Good to know.
Well, don't put it out, but just put it down.
Get it down to a smolder.
Odds are we will raise.
But sure. But if I put it out, if I just leave it burning, then that's just a waste of a good torch, isn't it?
I feel like you're nitpicking, but but I am going to.
Getting the ick.
I'm going to move. Dobbs on the high road. Let's put it that way.
All right. Yeah. Sure.
That's
No, you do what you want with your torches. I'll do what I want with my torches.
Yeah, that's basically what I said.
Yeah. Great.
So we agree.
Yeah, we agree.
Wow. Sorry for existing.
I'm sorry too.
Okay, I've experienced crews who've been marooned for a long time on their own, and let's just get it out in the open. What weird thing have you done?
Yeah, what weird stuff are you into?
What
now?
weird thing have you based your society around, or what weird practice do you carry? Just get it out in the open now. We'll find out.
No, nothing.
You eat each other?
No. What? No.
I fling open this door. Am I going to find you're worshipping a dog skull? I fling open the door.
There's a dog.
It's got a skull. Get him.
All right, they're in the early stages.
Is that because the lives of us mere mortals is like that of a mayfly or?
Yes. I mean, no.
A flickering candle flame.
We're just good at this.
I mean, well, yeah. And there's beauty in that fleetingness.
Oh.
I say, that's fair.
That's the best elf BS. But your lives have more meaning because they are but so short.
Yeah,
And
we
the
get
elves are
really
like,
bored having dinner all the time for 1,000
So I was being a
years.
supermodel for 1,000 years.
Can I walk in and take the crystal?
Absolutely.
All right.
It's back on the plinth.
Oh no, it can't leave.
Dob, you're doing it
back
wrong.
on the plinth.
I take the crystal.
It's back on the plinth.
Hang on, let's both try it at the same
Okay,
time.
we both tried at the same time.
3, 2, 1, go!
It's back on the plinth and your head's knocked together.
I eat the crystal.
Nice.
Back on the plinth.
That felt weird.
Yeah, it did feel weird. So, assuming, and we are at this point assuming, you aren't now locked into this temporary torment, eternal torment, with us.
I'm just gonna jog over to
for the rest of days. Their days.
I wanted to apologise for all of that silly pot disagreement that we had before back at the tavern, and also being a bit snippy about the torches. I don't know what I was thinking. So yeah, I suppose I basically just want to say sorry. Looking back, I only cared so much about the pot because I didn't have very much basically growing up. I imagine you've got like a whole, probably like Egbert wait staff doing all of your cooking and cleaning and stuff. So like I think that's what I was bringing. I think I was bringing a lot of my own personal experience, maybe some biases.
No, I've lived a life of constant privilege. I've never had to work for anything in my life.
Are you being sarcastic? I feel like that's sarcasm.
I'm sorry too.
I think that's 8 hours.
Yeah. Oh, that was a good.
Everyone's up.
That was a long 8 hours.
I've done a U-turn on the passive-aggressive energy, and now I'm vibing on it.
It's sustaining you.
It's sustaining me.
Potatoes
These are the
and
least sexy elves we've ever met.
Maybe that's what's happened here. The crystal is sapping their sexiness.
It's a sex sapping crystal.
We need to restore
Oh no.
the elf villages.
Get the mojo back, please.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that. Say that. The world can burn. I'm not getting these elves their libido back.
he does offer you a free scroll of Moonbeam.
You might be selling to all types very soon.
Ooh. Would you like 6 more scrolls of Moonbeam?
Yeah, go on.
Yes, all right
yeah,
then.
go on then.
Okay, you now have a dozen scrolls of Moonbeam.
Yeah.
Great.
Hi, I just want to be, I'm really sorry about like the vibes between you and Dob.
What do you mean the vibes? There's nothing going on between me and
Oh,
Dom.
no. I know. That's precisely it. I think he thinks very highly of you,
Duh.
and but in a way that the rest of us do not.
Why not?
Because
It's going so good.
Yeah.
I think for him it's a little bit more romantic.
Right, yeah, no, and I'm asking the rest of you, why not?
Oh,
Great
you're just
question.
not my type. You're gorgeous.
I don't recall asking you out, Merylwen.
Well, why do you care what I think?
Well, why are you rejecting me?
Oh, I'm vibing so hard on this awkward energy.
Leave on amenable terms, and I don't want you to murder my friend because.
Look, I already said I wasn't going to murder your friend. Thinking about it is free, though.
Fair.
Thank you. It gets 10 paces, it gallops like 10 paces further forward, and then, like, pop! It disappears. And you hear an anguished cry from within the tunnel. And the doors just go, every day it doesn't learn.
Oh no.
What?
If we stop this teleporting loop, that thing's going to be able to make it to the elven settlement.
Yeah, but
Yeah, I think that sounds like an elegant solution. If you kill it, it'll never get out. And
Of
then,
course, you think that because it requires you to not do any work.
yes, basically, I feel like it spends most of the day throwing a massive tanty. Just really angry that it didn't get out. And then eventually it goes, you know what, I'm going to show them and I'm going to get out. And it tries it and then it gets back in, has another tantrum. And then before you know it, it's been 1,000 years.
I see.
Liliana, will you be coming or staying up here?
No, yes, I'll do my share of the work.
Good.
Great.
I mean, good that you're. Let's go.
You two doing all right?
We're
there, Dob?
fine, she says, striding down the tunnel.
Right.
She says we're fine, so I suppose we're fine.
Sounds like they're fine.
Pluck your heart out on a single claw sort of vibes.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Cool.
Cool and good.
Cool. Good. Cool.
Godlike, powerful sorceress with us.
Do we?
Remember we saw.
When did you last see her?
Well, she was right. Can't believe this.
I'm right here.
Jeez. You killed a dragon. You can kill this thing,
I
right?
didn't kill the dragon.
You didn't?
No, not that I've been spying on you or anything, but didn't you then meet that dragon and help it
Yeah.
relocate its entire clutch of eggs?
I can't keep track of every dragon.
You can barely remember my name.
A dragon! Oh, no.
For my own amusement, I would like it to have worked on all the bats. There's about 1,000 of them and they all speak as
Chorus.
Oh
yeah.
god.
Brilliant.
one. It's like 1,000 bats going, hello,
That's so beautiffully coordinated.
thank you.
I'm rolling on the floor, covering my ears.
Because to the rest of you, it's just screeching.
And I'm like, right.
It's just us and the big dragon and about 2 grand in gold pieces, all of it buried under about 2 foot of bat shit.
Well, thank you for that information.
No worries. Are you going to fight it or something? You look like adventurous.
Yeah, I think so.
All right, do you want a hand?
Yes, please.
Okay. Oh, we've got 1,000 of them.
Does every bat have a
Wait, do
single
you
hand?
have a... Yeah. I was about to
We don't have to talk about it.
A large human hand on its chest.
Yeah,
They've
exactly.
evolved over 1,000 years.
Yeah, they all open their wings. Sure, why not? And there's every single one of them on a human hand. There you go.
What a horrifying
The
image.
worst mental image ever.
I give the bats a thumbs up. What happens? Ah! Horrifying.
1,000 little
1,000
thumbs.
tiny
Yeah,
thumbs.
there's 1,000 thumbs go up in the air.
I was just wondering whether there's a place where we could hide, if we're rigging traps, if there's a place where we could hide where we'd be more
Excuse me, there's
safe.
like 10 feet of bird filth, bat filth that we're stood on.
You
Look,
mean
it's soft.
hide in the bat field.
Yeah, I placed my leg in it all the way up to the hip.
Actually, yeah, I genuinely can use Mask of the Wild. Just...
Bats are very clean animals, I expect. I'm in.
I think it's very caustic, Guano.
Oh, wow.
Like in Apocalypse Now.
That's actually quite clever.
So you can be on the ceiling.
And
I can be on the
sinks into
ceiling.
the ground. She's next to Dob. She's up to her eyes in Guano. She looks over and she's like, and we've reached the Johnny is questioning their life choices portion of the plan. Shall we just try and...
Well, what I'm thinking is this whole place is sort of like thick with bat droppings.
Yes.
If we create like a pit and pour a load of water into the middle of it and create a sort of wet slurry, then viewer, that was our producer behind the curtain going. A little more professionalism out there, please.
Well, look,
Now, as I was saying, the slurry will slow the dragon down.
Okay, 1,000 bats are going to go try and pull all the bones off. The bats rolled a nat 20.
Yes, bats.
Come on, hand bats.
20.
Natural 20. They just carry back its skull.
Not quite, but they do. Basically, they're kind of like all like. It's kind of like you know when ants have got hold of something and they're pulling it all in different ways. They're just bats like flapping frantically as their human hands grip onto things, and one of them like manages to prise out a tooth and kind of make off with that. A bunch of them are grabbing onto like the ribs that make up its wings, and they effectively just like the dracolich starts roaring and screaming and trying to get purchase so that it can turn around and try and do these bats in. They effectively pull off its wings.
Yes! Nice.
Come on the bats.
A good number of its teeth and about half of its tail.
36.
36 damage. Got it?
Thanks, Dob.
Is it dead now?
No. Yeah, sorry. You see a bunch of just bone fragments pinging up into the ceiling as the spike roasters take chunks out of it. It's just like clack, 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 clack. It just starts roaring louder. This thing is pissed off.
Has it slid into the slurry?
It's got there's the I put the mold earth before.
Yes,
the
so
slurry.
it's difficult terrain.
It's like it's doing a tough mudder or something.
Yeah, exactly. Tough guano.
Yeah, go on, it's going to go in. It's going to go in for that, yeah.
Press the button on my cutlass that says use in case of emergencies, that I believe does a third level fireball.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You've got a flame-throwing cutlass.
Yeah. Had it for a while.
Yeah, I just don't use it very often because there was
As it says, only in
Fabulously
emergency.
dangerous.
well, there was some talk of dreadful consequences, I believe, but it feels like this is the time.
Well, consequences for whom?
So I sort of like point away from face. And
I mean, is it really legendary when you've pulled a bunch of it off with freaky hand bats? I regret my choice of words there.
I would like to emerge excitingly from the guano. Sort of propel myself up in the air.
Yeah.
And this
Great sentences uttered during Og's venture.
Yep. Lich. Shoulders,
Shoulders,
knees,
yeah.
toes, knees and toes. You've just given 1,000 bats tinnitus.
Aww.
They'll be fine.
I definitely imagine Dob springing out of the guano in a now for the killing blow kind of way.
Yeah.
So in my mind, he is just sort of like now just in front of the
From
dragon.
and
I'm
from around your ankle height, you just hear,
wow, teamwork.
makes the dream work. It's silent apart from the clacking of bones because it's got no lungs to draw breath in with, but you see its head kind of rear back. And then just in a 90-foot line that is 5 feet wide, it blasts you with lightning breath. So you're about to take 12d10 lightning damage.
12d10?
Do you remember there was that one time in X-Men where Wolverine got run over by a steamroller? And he survived on a sort of molecular level.
Right.
yeah.
And was able to come back from that. That's sort of where Dob's at.
Oh, boy.
How many hit points do you have?
Now,
Yeah.
3.
Okay.
3's plenty.
That's all you need,
I don't live a
really.
full life with 3.
I can take 3 attacks if I... Yeah. How's Liliana?
Not faring much better than you, to be honest. You've
right.
both been like thoroughly like,
Yep.
you're both very weak. She kind of collapses against you and is kind of,
Oh,
she's
in your arms.
Don't make it all out
kind of
today.
more in a slump and you get Dob in a sort of we might be dying sort of way. Her breathing is ragged and she sounds absolutely furious. Basically, you sort of snap it in half. Like it's like a particular ridge of stones goes boom and just neatly kind of incises it halfway through the spine. And it gives a weird sort of like mewling shriek. It's like, ah!
Skeletons!
Breath weapon did just recharge. Dob, you summon the skeletons. You raise Ethelfrith's hammer, and 60 skeletons, a flaming skull, and the skeleton of a mule all pop out of the ground.
Not the ground.
Well, the ground. They arrive.
Takes them a little longer than usual. Yep, I'm so nearly there.
You may remember that you just asked them to build you a steam engine. Invent the first steam engine, in fact.
Yes.
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 Yes. So, 60 skeletons appear, and one of them goes, boss, it's so good to see you, because we're still hauling this thing around and not sure if... It explodes.
Is there a visible soul escaping the dracolich
Is it heading off towards
as
the
it
crystal?
dies?
Don't inhale it.
I recently came quite close to death,
Yes.
and I realised that if something were to happen to me, I don't actually know what happens to you.
Okay.
Who wants the hammer if I die?
I mean,
Prudence, put a hand up first.
Shotgun.
what I was going to say,
When you say the wrong hands.
I'm not sure if it's a shotgun situation. I'm just saying I think the obvious choices are Prudence or myself. Prudence for the whole vibe.
Shotgun.
Myself, I could really use them to crew the ship, is what I'm thinking.
I think that is a very compelling argument, but we are all bound by a more ancient law, that of shotgun.
Yeah, shotgun.
Is there anything you can do with this? And I gesture to the sort of ruined skeleton of the dragon lich. You want to take this back with you? I don't know. Is that a thing?
Yeah, we could take bones, I guess, if boss not using them.
I don't think so.
Okay, cool. They move
That's
at the speed of light.
that's so weird.
60 skeletons.
There's normally a terrible price to be paid for calling on them, but I guess this
it's cool.
time there isn't.
We need to kill boss. This one free.
Yeah. Oh.
I would like to individually high five every bat.
Okay.
It was literally just us.
Okay.
just
Sure,
throw
I
an
mean-
egg there, like.
Such an odd thing
I
for
don't
you
know about
both
you,
to go
Dob,
to.
but in that time, Liliana's going to take a long rest.
Yeah, I'll probably.
8 hours later.
Yeah, it takes about 8 hours, but you finally finished high-fiving every single bat
Yep.
in the cave.
Great.
Now the curse might be lifted.
We think you're free.
Yeah.
Really?
Try
I
it.
don't know.
I mean, give it a go.
Let's find out. I cast catapult on the dwarf.
Okay. Yeah, you send him absolutely sailing 90 foot. The one next to you is watching and goes, yeah, we're free, look! And the other one goes poof in the dirt, and then a thumb goes up. Oh! She walks out, she pushes the doors open, and you see there is a fire building behind her. She's
okay.
decided, you know what, sod it.
Burn it down.
Whoa.
We've lived here 1,000 years. It's time to let it go. She walks out, she goes, 1 crystal.
Thank you.
Liliana, I
you
told
very
you
much.
shouldn't put out the torch.
Oh, you must be kidding. We stayed in that cave for 8 hours while this one high-fived 1,000 bats. And you think my torch would have survived that? We hid in liquid poo.
Sounds funny when you say it.
So yeah, you're all free to move on to wherever, to stop doing whatever it is you do in this town. I say throw open another door.
There is one elf in robes worshipping a dog skull.
I knew it!
He howls and runs off on all fours.
They're like, oh, that's just Colin. Take no notice.
Knew it.
Because the diagram shows Mistmire. Bum bum bum.